Hey, it's me. I'm back here for just to give you an update on what I've been doing, where I've been, how's life been. Just an update on general things. Um, yes, I'm still a notary, still building on that, still out there, you know. It'll be a year for me in November 9th. Have been a notary for a year officially. Proud of that. Can't wait for that. Let's see. Last thing that I think I talked to you guys about, I was attaining my resident producer license. I have accomplished step one, I guess you could say. I finished the training of the course that I chose to do with AD Banker, and I passed the test. So I received my certificate of completion for training. So the next step is obviously to continue to study to prepare for the actual state exam to get my resident producer license. Happy about that, proud of that. In the beginning, I was doing property and casualty. But as I got into studying and I kind of thought about, what am I actually going to do with this? Why am I actually attaining it? And that is because I have a goal of eventually, potentially stepping into being a title agent at some point in the future. So that's why I wanted to attain that license, because that is one thing that you need to do that. And then on top of that, I wanted to add to my resume, learn something new that will help me in this industry and whatnot. So, yeah, I passed the test. I have my certificate of training. So next is to take the test to actually get my license. So that's what I'm slowly studying for now. I have to take the test a year from receiving my certificate. So by this time next year, I need to have taken the test. So that's the next step on that. Yay! I recently had my first $1,000 week with signings. So within a week, I made $1,000. Proud of myself for that. So I've just been, continuing to put myself out there, finding new companies to market to, gaining new experiences, meeting new people. There hasn't been anything crazy going on in the notary world. Nothing, that exciting to talk to you guys about. So that's why I haven't really posted about, that journey, my journey, and what I've been doing. But with one experience that I've had recently, made me want to give you new notaries some advice. So, those of you who are in your first year of being a notary, we're still learning, we're still fresh. There's a lot we haven't seen, experienced, done, yada yada. So recently, I worked with a company for the first. Well, I did a full buyer's package for a company. First one I did with them, first time working with them, first time, there's this particular company. They have a lot of instructions. They give you a lot of instructions pages, and they give you, a lot of stuff to help you not make mistakes. And it's a lot to take on, like, especially if you're a fresh notary, it will probably overwhelm you. So this one particular signing I had, there's this new thing where, well, it's new to me. This is my first time having a signing, when there's a tax return in the file, you have to have it signed and dated by the signer. And this was the first time I've seen it, first time that have been instructed to do it. This is my first time experiencing that. So with all the other instructions that I had to read through and make sure, okay, do this, don't do that, don't do that, do this, make sure you get this. I'm going through all of this, going through my P's and Q's, making sure I don't make a mistake. Because of all these instructions, you get a little bit nervous because you feel like, okay, I hope I don't miss anything. There's so much in here to go through. So I go through the signing, everything goes well. I was a tad bit nervous because this was a new company and they have a certain way of doing things. You're going to go through this so many times within your first year. Everything is new, really, so you're going to have nervousness quite often. So I was confident about just about everything. However, I get home, scan the package back, and what I can recall is that flipping through the package when I'm at the table with the borrower, it just didn't occur to me. Like the tax return sheet, it had the word copy on it. So in my mind, a lot of packages have sample documents. So it's just a sample to tell you how to sign it or where their signature is supposed to go. Like the right of cancel, a lot of companies have a sample document of that to tell you where to sign and what not to miss. So I don't know. In my mind, going through and seeing the tax return and seeing the word copy on it, my mind was like, that's a sample document. It just didn't click to me because again, I've yet to have a package where a tax return was in it to be signed. So I'm not familiar with it in the first place to even look for it, to even expect it. So I passed right by it. And that was a document I missed. So I got back, scanned them out, and then it came out and they emailed me back, hey, you missed the tax return. So I just felt so terrible. I felt like, oh my gosh, I went through those instructions. I felt so confident and a mistake was made. And it felt even worse because this was the first kind of full package that I'm doing for this company. So I'm trying to put my best foot forward and to make the best impression, right? You never know what's going to happen. So this is my advice to you, new notaries. If you got a package and it has a tax return in it, make sure you're just looking at each document, even though, especially packages that are new, look at the documents in detail, and when you get to the table, maybe put a sticky note on documents that are new that you haven't seen before and documents that have specific instructions. Put a sticky note on it so when you get to the table, you know that, okay, there's a sticky note on this document. There's obviously something that needs to be done with it. And so you just don't forget, or you don't run over the document forgetting because it's not familiar to you, or you're not used to having to have this document signed, or this document it has never been in a file. So yeah, but it's also a piece of advice with these title companies, signing services. They don't have to work with you. So if you work with them one time and you may unfortunately make a mistake, and it's an honest mistake, or whatever the case is, some of the companies are going to be strict and hard on notaries in general, especially new notaries, and it seems like they may not work with you again. Don't be discouraged. Don't feel like you've ruined your chances in the future, with other companies, or you feel like every other company's going to hate you now. You have this flag on your head. Mistakes happen, even to the best notaries, signing agents that are out there. Unfortunately, these companies, they can do what they want to do. If you make a mistake with them and they say, hey, okay, we're not going to use her or him for a while, or we're not going to use them at all if they made a mistake. It's going to happen. You're not probably more than likely not going to know that they decided to discontinue work with you. You probably won't see any signings come in from them, and you'll probably figure it out after a while. But keep going, keep pushing, keep, just when you make a mistake, write that mistake down so you can remember it for next time to not do it. Just keep, be consistent. uh don't be hard on yourself. Use it as a learning experience. That's what life is. We learn, we live, and we move forward. And just continue to be positive, and know that you have so much time ahead of you. You have so much to look forward to. Yeah, mistakes are going to happen. I feel like if I could estimate, I've one, two, three, I have less than 10 mistakes so far. Less than 10, not 10, definitely not 10, but I would say probably 5 or 6 so far. And I've done over 200 plus signings since February until now. I've done 200 plus. Proud of that as well. So yeah, this is only the beginning. It's only the beginning. Make a mistake, note it, to not do it again. Continue to be detailed and consistent, and just move forward. You know, things happen. It's going to be a new day tomorrow. Do better tomorrow, do better next week. Keep going, keep pushing. You will be successful. Like being a notary, signing agent. I do. I would say, as of now, I enjoy learning so much about the, you know, real estate industry. I enjoy meeting new people. I mean, I'll tell you, I enjoy going to all of these different properties and seeing these homes. They're so beautiful. Seeing these different parts of the state that I live in, seeing, you know, different just neighborhoods and communities. It's inspiring. I enjoy helping people. I love seeing people who purchase a home and they're just so excited, and all of that positive energy that they have. I love meeting the people. I meet people who are just so funny and humorous, and they just make the process. They take the tension out of the ordeal. You know, that it's just, I enjoy it. So far, I love, you know, being in control of my schedule, being in control of how much I make or don't make. I enjoy learning and expanding, and I'm looking forward to the future and where I can take this and what I'm going to do next, because I don't know, you know, we don't know where we're going to be in a year. So looking forward to that. But as of now, I am still a signing agent. I'm still moving forward, and I'm, you know, moving towards expansion, and I hope you are too. So excuse me, this is just a small update on me and what I'm doing and where I'm going, and a little bit of advice to you. Mistakes are going to happen. Move forward and just continue to be better. Just be better for next time. So again, from me to you, love, peace, positivity, prosperity, good health, and abundance. We all need it. So I will catch you guys later.